new shit, you can go back to my old shit. Matter of fact, y'all haters like out of there, look at my shit, y'all haters can't be my old shit. I'm gonna do this with y'all. If you don't like my new shit, you can go back to my old shit. If you don't like my new shit, you can go back to my old shit.
What's up to that nigga Perfect? What's up to that nigga Brian Turner? We working. Shout out to Student for Life Dog Training. I need to holler at you about that dog training.
Shit, you can go back to my old shit.
None of my shit, I hate it. My whole day. I see you, Zone 4. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing? And it's frozen. What the? I see you, Zone 4. Okay, we good. Very good. We good. We good. We good. All right. So, y'all can thank Big Rodney for coming through and making this live possible. as I continue to say, AO Nation is the strongest movement on the internet. Our forward movement is not gauged by views and likes. It's gauged by the type of support that we get. And I feel blessed to be in a situation where people are so touched by what we do here that they don't mind going in their pocket and supporting what we're doing. So there's never enough praise put up on all the people who continuously make sure that we can keep pushing forward. Obviously, we know that we're not in a situation where YouTube is going to keep this shit going if people on the team don't daily, religiously support the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever else it is, Western Union, you know what I'm saying, then we won't be able to do this. This is truly, you hear that word thrown around, people's champ. This is truly that, because everything is funded by the support of the people. So it's just love all the way around the board. So love. But it was actually Rodney who came through tonight. Man, goddamn, scoop this bitch back. But it was actually Rodney who came through tonight and made this show possible, because I was trying to do the goddamn nab hunt, but it was too cold and shit. And I had a consultation. So we couldn't do that. I was trying to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the big facts in the trap. We got another test run going early. So I wanted to go to sleep for that. But he brought a real good point to the table with the donation. So we're gonna speak on that tonight in the heaviest way.
My nigga be ganging and banging and slaying them needles is opposite sex. Tell them I hop in the car, split you like a car, and I aim at your boy like you next. These niggas be running from handplay, but when I catch them, they get a suplex. He rapping about a protect, but living up in a duplex.
Who came through the very good. That goddamn audio sounding good. Yes, Lord. They thought we weren't gonna get this shit together. All it takes is a little bit of time and some determination. I want this shit to work, so I work until we make it work how we want it to work. All right, so got a lot of new people in the door here. Let's get straight to business. Very simple. You're in a relationship. If you are having to hold on.
Took my 40, I walked out of court, went bought a 9. If you can't make something out of nothing, then no, you ain't my kind. Bitch, you can't be talking to me crazy, I ain't just anybody. Set up shop wherever I stop at, been serving anybody. Take them to a different county, remix them on anybody. Nigga, let that money hit my hand, you can forget about it. Trap smell like dope, you can smell this shit from up the road. Nigga asked me, can he test the pack? I'm finna up the pole. I was thinking lil' buddy was savage till he up and told. Then he hit me up trying to get bows, I hung up the phone. Now I gotta stop using this phone, niggas on the boat. Discipline myself to not smoke when I be on the road. I was giving smoke sex to old heads for hydros. People getting offended from the weed smoke on my clothes. Niggas show they hand with all that hating, I be moving different. I might show some racks for motivation, I be moving niggas. Big wop tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Big wop tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Police hit the light, stop by a trail before you let me out. I can't have no nigga do no work, I feel it let me down. Don't ever ask me to do no shit that you wouldn't do for me. But he hit a lick on 30 P's and brought it all to me. I can see right through a lie, so bitch don't try to tell me now. I'm behind Arby's in the Charger dropping 50 Zans. I ran out of pills and started serving mama's medication. Ambience was fucking niggas up, had them hallucinate. Make her eat that dick, she in here drinking all my pre-cum. Nigga wanna smoke it out with me, better have 3 lungs. Big wop tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. You can still shop. You can still shop.
Oh, hey there. I'm Ayo Consaco, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and founder of the Me and Two movement. You may know me from such YouTube videos as the attempted murder of DJ Academics, YNW Melly's mama is a thought, or the top 3 rappers that would die in 2019. Oh no, I'm not predicting the future or presenting the news today. I actually want to ask you a couple of questions. Are you tired of working your fingers to the bone for pennies on the dollar, only to spend every cent of it on your fix? Do you get frustrated at the fact that you can't focus long enough to think of a plan to get you out of your current situation? And lastly, does your significant other not understand why you're so damn pissed off all the time? Well, the moment you've been waiting on is here.
The 3 S's. The 3 S's is a clinically proven, field-tested, non-addictive method which includes sobriety, solitude, and celibacy. When combined, these 3 actions form a whole new substance called success. Ah yes, success. Not just the words you learned how to spell in the 1st grade, an actual, tangible goal.
So to learn more about the 3 S's so you can start your new life and throw away your old one, click the link below and I'll see you on the other side. Let's get started. You okay?
One G hit my phone, said they called me back, was wrong, seemed like something was on your mind. Hey, and I replied, bro, you know just how this shit go with me. I ain't finna bitch over line. You must go and get that. A nigga try to take that, we gon' make a muscle get back, cause this shit back ain't no chit chat. Yeah, I feel love, can't tell my bitch the blood sick. I feel like she lying when she said she love me. She said she love me, I feel like she lying. I'm like, bitch, I love you too, now put that dick inside. Hey, bitch, down my phone, I told you 30 times. And you know I rip the game, fuck the other side. Hey, if you wanna ride with me, you gon' do your job, play your part. It ain't hard, ain't no hoe, pull your card. Call the store, I rip that car. Put that stick up on that bitch, you think he hard. He a hoe, he don't come right out the door. Let's see, we got them dancing.
I want to give a big salute. I was going to tweet it out, but I could tell he didn't respond to me, so I could tell he probably saw some truth in what I said. There's an individual on YouTube. His name is Big Facts. I like his perspective. His perspective is different from mine. Like, this is what dumb niggas be thinking. Bro, I'm not hood. My nigga, I'm not, like, there's a perspective that I'm gonna give because I'm academic, so I'm not gonna front it, I'm not gonna fake it, it's not gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do me. I listen to this guy, he gives a different perspective, it's comical, it's fucking, like, different, and it makes you feel as if, oh, you're not the same, like, guy who call the cops like academics, or who's not about that shit like academics, or who don't have baby mama like academics. You now feel different. And I listened to that guy and I said, yo, this shit is dope. I listened to him in a car for 2 days. So I say that to...
All right. Let's get to work. Xfinity or Xfinity, you need to get a consultation. That situation that you're talking about is too complicated to, give judgment on without knowing particulars. So when consultations I kept the prices same, they still $100 an hour. The reason why consultation is going to be one of the only ways that you're going to really get real fixes to your issue is because there is nowhere else where you're talking about this. When we have a consultation, we go deep. You understand? We go into your childhood. We go into your first girl or boy you like, whatever it is. Middle school, high school, coming out of that, your household, your siblings, because all of these things are part of the issue that you're having now. I'm aware of the issue as it stands today. There is a large group of Black men who just want to be in a old-fashioned, shout out Oliver Davis, old-fashioned relationship. I like you, you like me. Let's go off and like each other and be in a relationship. The issue is these days, you have a very high number of nabs that are the nabs that are out here, my nigga, like it is heavy. It is extremely heavy. The nab count is through the roof at this point. So there are some things that I'm gonna have to hip you on. And like I said, if there is a situation where I can put you on some type of plan, you're not finna get hoes after talk. So cut that out. So you're not finna, hey, yo, tell me how to get bitches. It's not gonna happen. What we gonna do is go into why you've waited as long. I had a consultation early this afternoon, and everything is confidential. But some of the issues that you're having, trust me, there is a lot of other guys having these same issues. As I said, the consultations have increased because it's wintertime, and this is when niggas are looking up and don't want to be, that's really what it is. Motherfuckers don't want to be alone, and that's kind of what we talking about tonight. So what we will get to though is, why are you nervous? Why are you still shy? And there's reasons for it. I've had consultations with guys as young as 18 years old, guys as old as 54 years old. I'm gonna say this. I can see why a guy would go and look at these lame ass niggas on the internet. If you want girls, what you gotta do, like all that shit, like and buying plans and shit like that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You're gonna increase your girl rate by fucking 50%. Dog, it's not gonna work. They're feeding off of your naivete and they're feeding off of your issue. No different than the spiritual fucking whistleblower bitch that's feeding off of, or Derek Jackson feeding off of hurt bitches. A bitch been hurt, so now she open to anybody that's saying anything bad about a nigga. And it's the same shit on the other side. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Like I said, Kevin Samuels, that nigga was damn near my YouTube tech in 2018, showing me how to set up moderators and a whole bunch of shit. So proud to see him get the recognition that he deserves. Guys run to that. And it's not because you want to learn anything. You're going to these places so that you can confirm that you're not the issue. You want to laugh at, stupid bitches and shit like that. That does not help your current situation. You laughing at a bitch and you making mean posts on social media does not help the fact that bitches do not look at you like a nigga they're attracted to. When you start blaming the world for not looking the way that you feel like, so the world should be looking at you like the nigga and looking at the niggas who they think is the niggas like, bullshit. And that's not what real life is. What you can find is a happy medium. That's something different. Like I said, get your consultation and we'll talk. It's crazy that just doing consultations, as I'm talking to these guys, it's really like a counseling session because you've never been in a position to where you can say these things and be this honest. Like I said, we don't need no name. We do call block and everything. I don't need to know if you want me to go into, hey, look at my Instagram, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Then we can do that. But all I need is for you to be honest with the situation. If you feel more comfortable being honest without me knowing who you are, that's fine. That's fine. But you do have to be honest. If you are a virgin, I don't give a fuck if you're 35 years old. If you're a virgin, you need to say that you're a virgin. If you have not had a relationship since high school, you need to say that. You need to say that. Like, you can't go into the doctor and be goddamn shamed that your dick is burning. So you tell them, yeah, my knee, man. I was playing basketball and my damn knee twisted, and now for some reason I'm going to the bathroom and it's just burning. So I don't know what happened, but it's my knee. Come on. You have to be honest about a lot of things. We have to be honest. If you have not always been interested in girls, be honest about that. Once again, my nigga, of course I don't agree with that shit, but it is what it is. And nobody is going after Saucy Santana and fucking Bobby Likes or whoever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Them folk, the issue comes when you bring that shit into a motherfucker world and do just like how a lame nigga would do and feel like the world should see them the way they see themselves. That's a whole nother conversation. So, like I said, hit the Instagram or whatever email, however you want to do it, and we'll set your consultation up and see if we can get to the base of the issue. All right. So, as we have it, Okay. Love. I appreciate that, big home. I appreciate that. You got the Cash App on there and the PayPal. You know, put your question or whatever. Don't use the super chat. Just use the Cash App or the PayPal. All right. Rodney hit me. When is a relationship over? And that's a hard question because a motherfucker will believe that because it's a new day and age that shit has changed. As far as a relationship, it's the same thing as it's been back in the beginning. They say prostitution is the oldest job that there is, and this is why. If you're going off of looks, you're going to fail every time. You're gonna fail every time. I'm talking about man or woman. If you're going off of looks, you're gonna fail every time. Um, if this person does something that you don't like, but they'll get away with it because you like the way they fuck you, or you know that a lot of other bitches or a lot of other niggas want them, you're holding your life back. You're holding your life back. If you are allowing your neighborhood, the bitches and the niggas in the neighborhood to make you feel like you can't let go of this. And a lot of times this happens, with that dude Mike from wherever country backsplash town they was from with that fucking country ass mama. The dude who supposedly married his goddaughter and shit like that. Town politics can take over. So the girl could be not even that interested in the motherfucker. But as soon as she sees that this is what is getting me attention, now all of a sudden she's fighting for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but it's the same standard as a bitch choosing what nigga's baby she gonna keep and what nigga baby she gonna abort. Yeah, we're gonna get a little drastic here. We're gonna get a little drastic. That damn lotion, every fucking time that shit be making me fucking feel like I got an extra layer of skin. If you are your town politics is your town politics. This is why it is important for people to travel, so that you can see that the world is bigger than just your hometown. You get a lot of nothing ass bitches or prostitutes or bitches who was just sluts. Slut buckets will leave their hometown and go to another place so that they can start over and act like, what I'm saying, that shit never happened. You got a lot of guys who in their hometown, they got caught up into the goddamn X pill season and started openly experimenting with their sexuality. And now they come back to their senses. Now they'll get the fuck away because they don't want to be seen like that. Our hometown politics has a lot to do with a lot of shit in our life. And who we're dating and how long we date them is no exception to that rule. This is the base of what we're talking about. We're starting from the back. The reason why you won't leave is not because the sex is just so goddamn monumental and shit like that. A lot of y'all are still in a relationship that has been dead for years now. You're still in a relationship because you don't want nobody else to fuck them. See, and this is, like I said, this is one of the biggest issues. This is one of the biggest issues with domestic violence and with a motherfucker just being a nothing ass bitch or a nothing ass nigga. Not to say that you are a nothing ass bitch or a nothing ass nigga simply because you will not leave your hometown, but on social media, all you're saying is, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I want all that shit. But in reality, everything that you do and everything that you won't do is because of what people around you will think. A lot of y'all have become hermits. A lot of y'all have become ghosts because you can't face your past, and your past is embedded in the people of your hometown. So you might, go to your child's game or some shit like that, but you don't even like going there because you don't like seeing people from school and shit like that for a lot of reasons. For one, it's obvious that you are just another casualty of being a nothing ass motherfucker. Like, you didn't accomplish shit. You work at a, bullshit job. You're just like everybody else. And in your mind, you're thinking that people think that you were supposed to be more than what you are, when in reality, they're dealing with the same thing inside of them. Everybody's still in the same city that they, born in, went to preschool, kindergarten, intermediate school, middle school, high school, same spot. Same houses, damn near. And now you feel embarrassed to go outside. You want to stay as far away from people as possible. This is why social media was so big, is because now you're able to give people what you want. If you went outside, you couldn't do that. This has a lot to do with niggas and bitches, but mainly bitches gaining a whole lot of weight after the kids, after, their metabolism slowed down. When you see them in person, you see them in person. But you go look on their social media, and it's amazing. It's like, I know motherfucking well this ain't motherfucking this bitch. No, man, this bitch is dead wrong trying to trick niggas like this. But that's what that is. It's kind of like an internet nigga or a gamer. They come alive on the internet because their internet person, surrogate avatar, is who they want to be seen as. Who they are in real life. They don't want nobody to see that. So they'll stay in the house, go to work, pick the kids up from daycare, and they in the house. This is why it's so easy to get a bitch that's over 25. It's because they haven't put themselves in a situation to be hollered at in so long. It's crazy because they'll still go get their hair did and all that, nails did and everything like that. But once again, even that is to impress the locals. There's nobody in California that's checking for, a bitch in Baldwin County, a bitch over 25, kids, all that shit like that. They're not looking for that. So in your hometown, what it pretty much becomes is everybody has a turn with everybody. Everybody has a turn with everybody. So your baby mama gonna be his baby mama and his baby mama, and it's just because they not finna, she's not gonna go nowhere. She's not gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like in real life, she's not gonna leave because she never had a dream. Her dream was to get with the top nigga, and whatever he does, she latches on to that. But the top niggas are top niggas in the street that the locals want. He doesn't really have any real potential or opportunity to be somebody worldwide. It's simply local shit. It's crazy because you'll also see the bitches who relationship after relationship fail, and they'll just say, fuck it, I'm finna start fucking with young niggas. So you will have a bitch that's 35, 40, that's fucking with a 18-year-old hot boy. He dropped out of high school at 16, he in the street. She don't mind putting her safety and her children's safety in harm's way because she's getting that feeling again that, you know what I'm saying, she's back in the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, and it never ends well. We've seen multiple incidents. We just had one where a girl was driving and got gunned the fuck down. I think that was Chicago and shit. These are the things that take place. This is why I tell you that get your shit together first so that the circles that you move in are not circles that are fucking anchored down to here. They're gonna live in this apartment complex with these kids. This is their life. It's not going no fucking where. They don't know how to have a successful relationship. They know how to start acting when a nigga doesn't want to fuck them anymore. On an earlier consultation, I told a young guy that it's in a man's nature to be wanted by women. Women wanting you is like some masculine shit, I thought. And it is because, but it is way deeper for girls. They can play how they want to play, but 90% of women feel like their purpose is to be sexy. Their purpose is to be a sex symbol. That's their purpose. I need to make a nigga horny every time he see me. The reasons why you see celebrity relationships and all, it doesn't work anywhere. Doesn't work anywhere because there is no way that you're going to be on a bitch the same way that you was on her when you first met her. It is literally impossible. Literally impossible. The problem with the relationship is that standard that you set in the beginning. In the beginning, you talking, y'all on the phone for hours, and you texting good morning and everything, you into the shit. And then, y'all might go to the next step and y'all move in. There is no way that from living in separate homes to living in the same home, the relationship is not going to change in terms of I'm seeing you in a different light. I have to explain this female side first. There is no fucking way that I'm going to see you the way that I seen you and want you the way that I wanted you when I didn't know anything about you. I can find out all good things about you, but as far as sexually, I'm not going to have that same libido. You know, like when you first meet a bitch, fuck that goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing one round and that's it. A nigga might fuck around and fuck a bitch 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Back to back on some shit. Because it's like, man, this shit is brand new. Look how this ass move. Look how her body look. Look how she ride. Look, you know, it's that good. But year 3, if you threw a kid in the mix, oh my God. And the woman, the reason why she took you as serious as she did was because of that feeling that you gave her in the beginning. Deep interest, very extremely deep interest. You made it seem like your world revolved around her, which at the time it very well could have. See, this is the issue. This is the problem. When you first met, and we're gonna go to the dude side next, but when you first met, when y'all first met, you know, I can break it down even smaller. So before we fuck that night, a nigga was, man, just heavy, wanting to be on you, you know what I'm saying? Kissing, you know what I'm saying? Going heavy. This is when a nigga might go crazy and eat a bitch ass, depending on how freaky he is. He going ham with it. As soon as he fucks, what can I say is like? What can I say is like? As the female, you're thinking, okay, I just put this, he just got what he wanted. My shit is so good. This nigga finna, but as soon as he busts, you start noticing you gotta go grab his hand in order for him to wrap his arm around you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of shit you gotta do. And this is important to know. It's important to know. He might have told you that he loved you before and even during sex, depending on what level of nigga he is. I feel like you got to tell a bitch you love her, you know what I'm saying? And you just cheated. That's like telling her you go with her, you gonna marry her. Of course she gonna do some shit then, like, but a nigga could have meant that. He could have meant what he was saying in that moment. The problem and the mistake that you're making is you're hearing and even seeing action, and you're planning a whole life off of these actions that will prove to be temporary. The only equivalent would be like they say crackheads, they always chasing that first high. You're chasing that the the feeling you had when, you know, he was just so romantic and showed so much, and maybe you just came off a bad relationship or some shit like that, and this just picked you all the way up. Dating after a bad relationship is never a good idea. It's like it's damn near like signing a contract while fucking. Either one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the time you need to do that. When you get mad, don't have a gun in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Those days of him being interested in you, they're never coming back. I just gotta be. Look at this nigga. Look at that nigga there. Look at him. Look at him. Those days are never coming back. They're never coming back. From that point forward, you're going to have to ask for romance. You're going to have to plan it. Where before, you know, it would just happen off the cuff and shit like that. And like I said, a nigga could truly be into that shit like that in the beginning. But he knows you now. It's just not the unknown anymore. It's just not. It's not. One of the biggest questions that a girl will have is, why would he cheat on me with her? She not as fine as me. I know she can't fuck as good as all those good things. Your level of fucking doesn't have anything to do with it. Your level of fucking might, you know, hold him a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying, than a bitch with average pussy would, but inevitably he is going to get tired of it. I remember, you know, being in a relationship with some bitch and we was living together, or I was living with her. I was paying my way with dick. But I remember going in the bathroom and watching Pornhub for like the first time in maybe 2 months. I haven't, you know what I'm saying, fucking her, having to fuck her for, you know, this time. And a bitch would wonder, why in the fuck would you be watching Pornhub when you can actually fuck? And it's the same principle. It's just something new. It's just something new. Like, this shit is, that's what it is. This shit is boring. It's not that. You know, some niggas have, you know, bless their heart. Some niggas, you know, go that extra mile to try to fake it with a bitch. Go to the store and start getting fucking horny goat weed or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because your body is going to start responding to that lack of mental interest. Your body is going to start reacting to that. All of a sudden, you not up and ready to go as soon as you get in the bed. And she's going to notice all of that. And that is where shit starts. The reason why that is so important, because in most cases, 90% of cases, this is where the issue begins. Because in her mind, because nobody said nothing, she hasn't heard, she's confused in her mind, thinking that she's just that bitch. When we was coming up in this music shit, a nigga had to have a whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, Consaco, pay me when I say so. East side knockout, flies nigga walking to your bitch to book a flight. World's smartest man. You know what I'm saying? Yoster man, Boaster man, East Coaster man, tell your man it's over, man. Young Casanova man. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a whole spiel and shit like that. And I was listening to some country bitch from Birmingham on live talking about some ugly bitch shit. Just ugly hoe shit. Bitch, I'm talking like a bitch that's, over 20 and still walking outside with no shoes and no socks on gravel. That type of bitch. I'm talking about bitch put on a fucking wig on the way out the house. Put that bitch on like it's a fucking goddamn 24 karat black hat. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. But as she's talking and shit about whatever bullshit situation that she's woofing about, she reads a comment that says, "Turn around." And she is so happy to do that. She is so happy. And that is one of the biggest signs of a fucking nab, is they act like they're surprised when somebody say, you got a fat ass. They will make somebody say something about a surgery just so they have a reason to show their ass. You know what I'm saying? And she turned around and she was like, "Ass so fat, have your daddy come running back." Did this bitch just have a fucking jingle for her pussy? Is the reason why Yosta man, Boaster man, East Coaster man, Young Casanova man, tell you man it's over, ma'am. You had it like that because I'm selling myself as a artist and all that. You saying that the ass is so fat, have your daddy running back. First off, in this day and age, you really have to watch, motherfuckers who talk about ass. Cause that could have easily been a dude with a wig saying that same shit. You could have said cat so fat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, but the bitch had a jingle, like, you know what I'm saying? Nationwide is on your side. You know what I'm saying? Like they selling fucking insurance. You have a jingle about sex, but you're not selling sex? What the fuck? So I'm saying that to say that, this whole over promotion of your sex life, it's no different than the over emasculation or overly gangster persona of a fucking rapper. Like saying, "I go and kill his mama, his daddy, his kids, and everybody. I sling that rod on that fuck nigga. I go kill that nigga right in front of the motherfucker." On the Black album, Jay-Z had a song called Threats. I gotta start that challenge too, the best 4 albums challenge. I think I'm gonna start on the Patreon. A lot of people sent me theirs too. I think I got one from Katrina, Brim, Grump. I think I got I'll start in a minute. But niggas have to come like that on some shit like, nigga, I kill anybody, but then you will see niggas, being hoes or get on, interview and say, "No, I didn't mean any of that." And like I said, if this was a game where you can just be over dramatized, they said back in the day they had something called horrorcore. I don't know what type of artists were horrorcore artists, but like you got the clowns and Juggalo, like Tech Nine and shit like that, or even Eminem, you know what I'm saying? Just, talking shit, whatever. But we not, the reason why niggas say they don't fuck with Eminem is because niggas want a nigga to really be that. Niggas not listening because you rap good. Niggas ain't trying to hear nobody rap good. Just as soon as Young LA got jumped, it was over with. As soon as motherfuckers seen Gunplay knocked out, it was over. As soon as motherfuckers seen fucking Alley Boy lose a fight, it was over with. Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Like Plies, you have to stand up under this shit. You can't just be saying no shit, and no, you really have to be that. So, a bit, you can't just act like, Beyonce, I got, Sasha Fierce is my other side. No, you have to be a fucking prostitute, bitch, whore in your real life. We need to know that you sell ass and you love selling ass. You love anybody who got money. So we can get this shit just as close to slavery as we possibly can. The bitch had a fucking jingle for sex. You call her a prostitute and you wrong. That, like I said, that's not real life, sweetheart. And that's why niggas don't take you serious. Not no, like a real nigga's not trying to be standing next to a fucking whore unless I'm your pimp. Not standing next to no fucking whore. Unless I just need you to stand here so I can seem like I don't like dudes. Yeah, that's not real life. But the issue with that jingle is that ass so fat, hey, your daddy coming back, but you can't keep no nigga. All of these bitches have issues behind closed doors with getting they niggas to fuck them. This is the base of the arguments. This is what a nab turns into. Like, that's how you make a fucking extremist nab, is when you've taken away they strong point. What was it? It was Cater, and who Cater just fought? And Cater just Giggy Gigs. He shut down his whole shit by taking away his strong points. Got close on the inside, so the kicks didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So he neutralized his strong points. She brags about being so fine and her pussy being so good and her being such a freak that a nigga would be a fool to leave. That's what she's saying. But in reality, the bitch is fucked up because the nigga don't want to fuck her. And this has been the goddamn pattern since forever. A nigga gets tired of fucking them. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they not leaving on niggas. Niggas is leaving them. And the type of niggas that stay with them is the niggas they fuck over. They want to go to the nigga who, and that's why I say a nothing ass bitch. Nothing's going to come with that but chaos. But that's where they live. That's where they thrive, is with the chaos. This is why you have the bitch that goes after, let me watch my words here. The bitch that goes after. So let's take the baby and that white girl that the baby had over there that he had to call the police on her. Or even Blueface. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. The issue is A bitch who goes after the nigga who obviously has hoes nipping at, at the feet, but she wants him, and she plans on when she gets him making sure that he doesn't fuck with no bitches. No logic, no rationale at all. Stabbing a bitch over NBA YoungBoy. That's nab activity. That's nab activity. You don't want a nigga to cheat on you, so you go after the dude that is most likely to cheat on you. See, this is but see, the problem here is you as a nigga who, you know what I'm saying, wants a good relationship and shit like that, you do the same shit. Instead of you going and fucking with where that shit at? Instead of you going and fucking with these motherfuckers. You don't want to fuck with the first pair of bitches. You want to fuck with the second pair of bitches. But you know that the second pair of bitches is far more likely to cheat on you. But you're not thinking clearly. You're thinking, oh, I want to fuck her. And that is, you know what I'm saying? That makes you say, fuck everything that she's done. All of the lame niggas that's going over there to FTN Bay. The bitch has publicly lied on a nigga and been in the mix of that bitch told a nigga go slide for King Bond. But if somebody shot her daddy or her brother or her son, she would be talking about how she wants the killers to come to justice. Asian doll. Mom, fucking LBG duck mama. It's not a problem until it's at your dose, and that, like I said, you have to stay away from that. And you have to be confident enough in yourself to say, damn, I sure would like to fuck her. And if you want to fuck her in a polite and honest and sincere way, you can go up to her and ask her how much the prices are for the head, for the back shots. You know what I'm saying? Ask if she got any specials coming for the winter. You know what I'm saying? On some, shit like that. But instead, you will go to FTN Bay page and you will just be ecstatic if she gave you her number and all she talks about is another nigga. And all you do is sit there and play her rainbow-rific homeboy or her bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you the rainbow bitch. You know what I'm saying? And she tells all her relationship issues. She don't have no motherfucking plans and fucking with you, but you don't mind playing the goddamn, I'm just gonna sit here and just put in their work. I'm gonna be steady, be consistent, and one of these days, them motherfucker panic gonna fall, bro. So you fuck her, and then what? And then what? I'm gonna tell motherfuckers I fucked her. Yeah, like some of you niggas who don't got no bitches, and all you look at is nabs, prostitutes, strippers, IG models. Those are the bitches that you say good morning to and all that. That's where you put your energy. And like I said before, you do that because you feel like you have a exit clause where you can say, oh, she's a fucking stripper anyway. But you was deadly interested in her so much that you bought her OnlyFans, sent her money directly, trying to woo her. So, as I said, the problems begin with the lack of interest in fucking her. That is her strong point. That's her strong suit. Niggas want to fuck me. When a bitch comes like that, if you fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you get, you deserve. If you that lame to the game, you that green, that a bitch that everything is about fucking her and how much niggas want to fuck her. She posts pictures of her damn near all the way naked. Let's see. Yeah, shit like that. She posts pictures that just insinuate, come fuck me. And then you wonder what the fuck is going on when that issue turns and you know, it's so many games with that shit. It's just crazy. But you're in a relationship. The first thing that goes is the sex life. Once the sex life goes, now the bitch has to find something that can explain why he doesn't want to fuck her. Of course, it's not because the pussy ain't good, that she ain't, you know what I'm saying, good enough sexually. So what it must mean is that he's fucking somebody else. And so she has to full on believe that, because if she thinks about it for a minute and realizes niggas have all gotten tired of fucking me, then now she has to do something. Once again, this is another lame nigga trick. A lame nigga will go after the prostitute only so he can say, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with me, it's them. It's whole shit. So, oh, you must be fucking somebody else. So that shit just turns into a whole, and like I said, depending on how deep in you are. What if you got married when you know what I'm saying, you was tired of fucking her? What if you had a kid by when you got tired of fucking her? If fucking is her forte, and you know fucking is her forte, if she's coming out the house with fucking clothes on, it's important that she shows ass and titties. It's important that niggas want to fuck her. Quiet. There's gonna come a time. What if you go to jail? What if you get a job offer somewhere? What if you're in the military and you have to go deploy? Shut it up. You see how dead set she is on fucking. You see what type of pleasure she gets out of it. You see how serious it is for her. If you have to go somewhere, is she going to, she has opportunity. Niggas is always in her inbox. Everywhere she go, niggas is trying to fuck her. That there is on your head. But as far as the relationship goes, a lot of you guys will, when she asks you or tells you that you must be fucking somebody else, you'll come with some goddamn, you know, I'm gonna prove it, you know what I'm saying, and really trying to fix that, but you cannot fix that. You can't fix that. When you don't want to fuck no more, and it's the same shit on the other side. I seen a dude have a podcast. He was talking to his wife about if you if you don't want me to cheat, but you don't want to fuck as much as I do. If that's the case, why did you pressure me into marrying you? And she was like, I didn't pressure you. You were saying we needed to get married. Yeah, I said we need to get married, but that's not pressuring you. You got a bad situation on your hand. You got a bad situation on your hand. there's no way to fix this shit. One day, she or he is gonna wake up and say, I can't do this no more. And with relationships just being so important to motherfuckers' lives, we've seen it. Death comes if a motherfucker ain't ready for the relationship to end. If one of these motherfuckers is not ready for the relationship to end, it's death behind it. So the question is, how closely tied is sex to love? How much does being in love have to do with sex? And with that importance, if that is not met, why would a person stay around? Why wouldn't they just leave as soon as the interest is gone? And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow on part 2 of how to tell if you're still in love in 2022, the real reason you won't leave. I wanted to come in, make sure I holler at y'all. Shout out to Rodney, shout out to everybody who supported, showing love. I can't see it on here. We got a big day tomorrow. We rocking out the heavy, strong way. And I'm gonna get a couple of people to, you know, come in and speak on their situation a little bit. Obviously it's gonna be confidential, but we're gonna talk about this a little bit more because a lot of y'all need to leave the relationship at the beginning of this year and not, you know, fuck around and it'll be December. You still in the same spot and you can't move because you can't even go in the house without pre-gaming. Because as soon as you walk in that house, you have to be on guard. It's a battlefield. It is what it is. I appreciate all the love. We rocking. We got to get up early tomorrow, so let's do it.
Took my 40, I walked out of court, went bought a 9. If you can't make something out of nothing, then no, you ain't my kind. Bitch, you can't be talking to me crazy, I ain't just anybody. Set up shop wherever I stop at, been serving anybody. Take them to a different county, remix them on anybody. Nigga, let that money hit my hand, you can forget about it. Trap smell like dope, you can smell this shit from up the road. Nigga asked me, can he test the pack? I'm finna up the pole. I was thinking lil' buddy was savage till he up and told. Then he hit me up trying to get bows, I hung up the phone. Now I gotta stop using this phone, niggas on the boat. Discipline myself to not smoke when I be on the road. I was giving smoke sex to old heads for hydros. People getting offended from the weed smoke on my clothes. Niggas show they hand with all that hating, I be moving different. I might show some racks for motivation, I be moving niggas. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. Police hit the light, stop by a trail before you let me out. I can't have no nigga do no work, I feel it let me down. Don't ever ask me to do no shit that you wouldn't do for me. But he hit a lick on 30 P's and brought it all to me. I can see right through a lot, so bitch don't try to tell me now. I'm behind Arby's in the Charger dropping 50 Zans. I ran out of pills and started serving mama's medication. Ambience was fucking niggas up, had them hallucinate. Make her eat that dick, she in here drinking all my pre-cum. Nigga wanna smoke it out with me, better have 3 lungs. Big wop, tote, big chop, don't get dropped. Yeah, I'm still active with the bag, you can still shop. You can still shop.